Hello and welcome to this final race of the season. Season 3 is almost over and we are not at Abu Dhabi. If you've missed last week's events, we're in Belgium. Imagine if Belgium was the final round of the F1 Championship. I think that would be a pretty special track to finish the calendar on, but unfortunately weather at this time of year is horrific in Belgium. But we're here for the final Tier 2 race because they had issues with the servers. Codemasters were at their very best a couple of months ago, so we couldn't do this Tier 2 race. But we're doing it now to end the season for Tier 2. I'm your commentator, Lewis, aka Racer, and as ever, for the final time, Thomas.
Yeah,
Me and you together. We're doing this for the time being, well, for next season at least. This will be our final commentary. Obviously, you'll be carrying on, I guess, with the Tier 2. But I'm going to be racing in it next season, so you get to see the noob racing that I do. All the criticisms I've done of everyone this season is going to bite me next season, I'm sure. So I've got one more chance to just grill everyone before I join the band.
Yeah, before I can grill you.
Yeah, that's it. So,
yeah, it's just quite emotional, to be fair. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, always at the end of the stream, I thank everyone and especially you, because like it's not really that standard of a job that we commentate every single week in, week out, and I think we both haven't missed one single race.
No. No, we generally haven't. No, I think we
had our problems with internet and delayed stream and things like that, but we were always there, and I always enjoyed it. Also because these drivers were just incredible this season. Maybe not pace-wise, but especially race-wise. It was so enjoyable to watch these guys going around, and with a good commentator next to me, it really helps to enjoy and to really enjoy like the full 1.5 hours, really, because never I felt any boring. Like maybe a couple of parts during the race, for example Singapore, like when everyone crashed and there were big gaps, it was quite boring, but for most of the time it was very interesting to watch every single lap, every single second. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be no different here at Belgium, really close to my house. So yeah, we're gonna see and hopefully enjoy.
Yeah, I think the only ones I missed were holidays, the Spanish Grand Prix, and I have a feeling the British Grand Prix. I must have been on holiday then as well. Well, on the 2018 game, I think those two I was. Yes, it was. I was on holiday. Both of those were holidays. But other than that, yeah, we've done them all, and yeah, it's been a pleasure this season. Like you said, we've had a fantastic Tier 2 has been the best racing. Being biased, but I generally, well, not even biased. I think that was genuine. It was a great season. Everyone in this tier are very close, and it's just helped so much with this racing. So yeah, bring on season 4. But we have got people. Although the championship is decided in this tier, Matrix wrapping it up last week. We still got those final positions for everyone to try and get their best possible finish for the year, or for the season. And obviously we got this, the final race for Ricky as well, for whether it's a sabbatical or a permanent thing. This will be his final. He won't be coming back to season 4, so he is going to go for one last hurrah and try and win. Matty Robbo's retired, so that's before even going out. Sector 1, it says Arouge. Has to be Arouge or Radion, because he's literally just come out and not even set a time. But at the moment,
I see yellow up on Arouge, but I don't see a car. Yes, I see a car on the right hand side. Yeah, yeah, he definitely lost it, and that's his qualifying over already. So he will be starting last place, I think, if Ricky and Engineer don't screw up their laps. Then it should be fine, I finish, or at least qualify in front of him.
Yeah, it's a tricky one with this game. I found the rear can get really light on you going up the hill to Radion. For me on the pad anyway, maybe on a wheel being smoother it's easier, but on a pad I felt maybe setup as well, but it's really easy to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of people losing the rear end going up to Radeon, unless Codemasters have done a little tweak on the game. I'm on board with Ginger Ninja. He's on his first flying lap, currently at the back of the field, but it's because he has to set a time lap. There's a yellow in sector 3. Don't know who that is.
I think that's someone going slowly to
run out of fuel.
lap.
Maybe run out of fuel.
Oh, it's Dan. Yeah, Dan ran out of fuel.
So here comes Junior Ninja into the final set of corners. The bus stop, which used to be the old bus stop, was a bus stop. It was a classic of a corner. But here we go now towards the line. Junior Ninja goes up to P7. Another one who looked so strong for most of the year, but again, I feel as soon as the new game came out, it just wasn't quite as strong as he was on 2018's game, and fell behind Ricky and Matrix in the championship run.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he looked really strong at the beginning of the season. Still, I think he's a really strong contender, especially if you look at his defensive skills, because he can defend like a madman. So really big respect for that one. But yeah, no one could even manage to stay a little bit behind Matrix. Like Matrix was on another level coming onto the new game. So yeah, not surprised that he's behind Matrix. Surprised that he was so far behind Ricky, to be fair, because we had like the podium Matrix Ricky Mitch for 3 races in a row or something. I remember Engineer picking up damage and having some hard races, but still he was nowhere near the pace of the two Ferraris and Mitch. So hopefully for him, he can do a better job next season, and hopefully he can finish the season off very strongly like he started.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of people on out laps now. Obviously this is a long lap, so people doing it right, and I'm sure our clock is showing 45 seconds earlier than what they are. So everyone going for at least 2 more runs, 2 more bites at the cherry, as they say. Varamir currently on provisional pole, just only 100th ahead of IMAX, which is for such a long lap, the longest lap on the calendar. That's pretty close. And then Wisey Boy, the teammate to Varamir, only a 10th behind. Varamir's really come on in the last few weeks. Qualifying well, got brilliant second place last in that chaotic Abu Dhabi race.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's on a hot lap now, just starting it. But his teammate might be getting in the way here, going up into Radeon. I mean, he'll get a slipstream.
This is great slipstreaming, I think.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see from your teammate. Here they go. Yeah, this is an incredible toe from Wisey Boy. That's really gonna help Vermeer in this lap if he doesn't screw up.
Yeah.
Let's see now, coming up to long right-hander, easy to lock up. Oh, he's doing a good job sticking it to the apex now, left hand and then onto Puon. Good job. He ran wide, but that's okay at this turn. Last game it wasn't. And we got incredible turn Puon. You don't want to touch the inside curve, which he doesn't. Really good job. Then it's up to sector 3. This is the end of sector 2. Little right left-hander. She's doing very nicely as well, hitting those apexes really nicely. Right-hander before the end of sector 2. Let's see what his time looks like.
Oh, it's up.
He is, yeah, he's 3 tenths up, almost 4 tenths up. So he's doing a really good job. And now onto the bus stop.
Let's
see what he can do. This
is where you sweat, and it? It's like you got all that time up. You can only mess it up here.
Yeah, you can't gain any time here. You can only lose it. But he's doing, yeah, not locking up, getting those apexes. Now up to the line.
Nice.
33.4, 43.4. Sorry, really good lap, really solid lap. But now, like, it's a shame Matrix, our tier 2 champion, is not here. But at least we get an interesting qualifying and maybe an interesting fight for P1.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Matrix did win by about 5 days.
Oh, look at this! Oh. Look at this! Vermeer is gonna return the favor here to Wisey Boy. Yes, this is lovely stuff. This reminds me of me and Thomas. Like we do this all the time, really, and it works really well.
Especially,
We only gain a tenth, but still, like it's an improvement.
absolutely.
It's really smart, and like there's nothing wrong about it. It is really helping each other, and especially with eco cars, it can really help a lot. As well as sector 1 is just almost flat out. You got turn 1, and after that it's almost flat out through the whole sector 1. So a slipstream can really help you. But just like you said, it's the longest lap on the calendar, so there are a lot of corners and a lot of time to screw your lap up. But for now, I think Wiseboy is doing a really solid job. Gonna have to see what his sector 2 time is looking like, but for now I can't spot any mistakes. I think he's on for a good one.
Yep, coming up to that sector now. Let's see. He's 3/10 up.
Yeah, 3/10.
So looking just a touch behind Varamir at the moment. It all depends on his setup. How much has he got a lower downforce setting? Because if so, he'll be eating into that time now. If not, he'll only be losing. But on course for P2 here, we got a racing point 1-2 as long as he doesn't outbrake himself, which he doesn't. Nicely done, tidy, straight to the line. This is going to be good.
Quicker. Oh,
just a tenth. Yeah, it's a tenth.
Yeah, it was close. I think he looked quicker coming out of the bus stop, but I think he was slower coming into it, so he went for a slow in, fast out, and Vermeer went for a fast in, slow out. But yeah, it's definitely helped for Vermeer. Ricky puts it up there, up to P3. Good job from him as well. I don't know if he's on the steering wheel or on a pad.
I think he was
he's been practicing on the wheel for a long time today.
I think he wanted to stay on the pad, didn't he? You never know, but I think
you never know with Ricky.
Yeah, but yeah, it's looking very close again.
Yeah, we got Engineer P9 now. He's coming up to the end of sector 2, so let's see what he is doing at the moment. He was a 10th down in sector 1, or 10th up, sorry, and now he is he's 3/10 up. Well, he's got a lot of time to gain because he is 8/10 behind Vermeer at the moment, so he needs to gain a lot of time in sector 3 to even be close to Vermeer.
So at the moment he's going to be around P7, P6 or P5. It's so close. If he can gain, he went a bit deep, I think.
He went deep.
He had to go a little bit early, turn early. 140. Yeah, it's gone to 4th.
Yeah, solid.
Fair play, that was a good final sector there. It's so close, it was either going to be a P6 or a P4, and he's just able to nick into that P4 spot. So now we've got a bit of quietness. There's 2 people on outlaps, IMAGs and Stonewall Seth, and now Varamir. Varamir is straight away back out again, but further behind. So I guess they're doing this good. The Racing Point guys will do the same sort of thing, where Wisey Boy will come out when Varamir just starts.
Before Varamir. Yeah.
So got a little bit of a quietness, but yeah, we should have a great race because Matrix isn't here. The rest, rest of the field really close, and it's gonna be an interesting one. It's just so close. That it's mental. Half the field is in half second. I know we haven't got everyone in today, but it's understandable. It is a final race of the year, which is sort of out of
nothing
sync.
to play for anymore.
Yeah.
So I can understand the thoughts of people not joining, but everyone said they weren't available, so that's really nice. That's what I love about tier 2 as well. Just getting the chat a little bit involved as well.
Yep.
Pure Blade says Ricky's on the pad today. So that's good, some inside info. And Tishy and Pure Blaze both got pizza and watching the stream. I wish I had a pizza at the moment. I'm starving. It's mental.
Those moments again. Have you got the that time time in the month?
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Those
I'm
Dutch
not a
growth.
girl. Yeah.
The Dutch growth hormone kicking in.
It's starting again, and I hate it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna see the Racing Points doing the same thing. Wisey Boy is waiting for. He's not waiting for Vermeer, like he's sort of doing it, but he's too quick, I think.
He's too far ahead, way too far ahead.
Yeah. I know what the thing is. If Wisey Boy is not speeding up, he's probably not gonna make the lap.
Yeah, he had to go.
I think that's why. Like I know he got like 30 seconds to spare, but even still, I think he wouldn't have made it if he would have waited for Vermeer. So I think it's a good decision from Icy Boy. And Vermeer can definitely help. No, can he? No, he can't.
Nah,
Okay,
he won't.
never
Too
mind.
far behind.
Just forget what I was trying to say. Not gonna work.
Well, Varamir is the first one then to set his final flying lap with going through the first sector. I didn't see what his first sector was. I don't know.
I can imagine he was down on his time.
Yeah, without the toe.
Imagine now that he didn't get any slipstream. I see there's yellow in Poon. That's not a good sign. Oh, he takes it really nicely. It's so satisfying to see people taking Poon flat out and just with all the risks. It's really nice to see. Let's see now, Sector 2. The track should be at his best at the moment, so he should be gaining time in Sector 2. Yeah, he's half a tenth up, so that's good.
So here we go. Just one more heavy braking corner to go after this good 15 seconds of being flat out. Oh, it's a little bit deep, but I think he might get away with it. But is it enough to improve? Ginger Ninja is not going to make it. No, it is.
Yeah,
oh, it is, yes. 143.310. Brilliant final sector. So Wisey Boy is on the lap.
So the time was correctly.
Yeah.
So we weren't behind. Wisey Boy made a good call to start because he just started his lap, so that's great timing. And he's the last one to set the lap. I think Ricky is in front of him, yeah. So we're both gonna watch Wisey Boy and Ricky as then Robbo puts it up to P3. Really solid lap from him. Almost jumped Wisey Boy as well.
Yeah,
it's not enough.
I'm just looking. Oh, Red Bull, the R bar is coming in. He's 3/10 up, so he should move up loads R bar, and he does P2.
Ooh.
P2 for R bar.
Interesting.
So we got more people here doing good lap times. Mitch is, I think, the next one coming. Oh no, sorry, Stonewall Seth. He's coming up, as well as F1 Sophie. F1 Sophie's going across the line.
Stonewall Seth is not gonna improve. Sophie is P9.
And here comes Mitch.
Now
Mitch is 2/10 up. He's 2/10 up, so that could be good for 5th at the moment. And it is. He's up to P5.
So we've got Robin. Where is Robin? Oh, he jumped.
P5
for Robin. A really good job.
So
and then
Ricky,
it's waiting for
IMAX is next.
IMAX. He's a 10th up. Almost 2/10 up.
Yeah, at the moment Ricky has to improve. This is how close it's seriously close here. IMAX gets
IMAX
a bit.
Lost it.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be improvement. No,
nope,
he lost it.
Now it's Ricky time.
He's 4/10 up. Oh, this could be a pole. He's 4/10 up on his previous best. Is he going to snatch it at the end? Oh, he does.
Yes. And Wisey Boy's in.
Oh, Ricky by 900s.
For the final qualifying in season 3. That's a really impressive time. He improved almost 6/10 on the last lap. That's brilliant stuff. Because Vermeer's lap time was really solid. Like, I couldn't spot any mistake. But Ricky just stepped it up another level. And he's a 10th up on Vermeer's time. Really, really good job. And the chat is buzzing.
We've got a Welsh front row here. And yeah, that was a really good lap because I thought Varamir getting that extra 10th. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso in the wall there, but
oh yeah.
yeah, I thought it was going to be Varamir's. Would have been his first pole, I think. So, but
yeah, Varamir won't be happy about this one. But with P2, he can do a solid job though, so should be happy.
Yep. So yeah, Ricky. Varamir on the front row. R-Bar in P3, Wisey Boy 4th, Dan Robbo 5th, Robin in 6th, Mitch 7th, Ginger Ninja 8th in the end, IMAG's 9th, F1 Sophie 10th, Dan 11th, Stonewall Seth 12th, and Matty Robbo not sending a time because he crashed in the very first corner that he did coming out of the pits. It is what it is. It can happen to the best of us. I've been there.
Yeah. We've all been there.
I've crashed. I actually crashed in the race in when we did it. So yeah, there's no shame. So yes.
I think we got a little announcement to make as well. Just because it's the last race and we're in Belgium, which is very close to Holland. I'm gonna do the first lap of the race in Dutch, so hopefully you guys don't switch off. It will only be for one lap, so don't worry. But just to let you guys a little feel of what it sounds like to have a Dutch commentary. You can finally hear me when I know and when I can find the words instead of having to dig in my brain to find the correct words.
I think you do a good job of, to be fair, with English. The Dutch people in general, your English is far. To be fair, sometimes it's better than our English. So, but obviously, your own language is always much easier, just because it comes naturally, doesn't it? But yeah, well, I think we got a tick, but I didn't even bother looking there. But yeah, the formation lap is a goer.
It is, yeah. So let's see, Ricky, Vermeer, Robin. Everyone is on the softs. Let's see. Tire. No, we got Dan on the mediums, and we got Matty Robbo on the mediums.
Yeah, so not a massive change in the strategy. We think in one stop strategy, soft to mediums or soft to hards?
What I've been told is quite an easy soft to medium strategy. But people can go, if they pick up wing damage the first couple of laps, they can easily go from softs to hards and make it till the end as well.
Right.
So yeah, because also on this game and especially on this track, you don't want to make two stops. So people can go on the hard tire and make it to the end. I don't know if it's possible on lap 1 though. We've got to wait and see, but hopefully everyone will stay clear without carnage and we can all just enjoy 13 guys battling for the lead. Everyone is warming up their tires. I think tire temps are, we don't have to worry, or they don't have to worry about tire temps as well. I think it's pretty stable at this track as well. So they can all go just flat out and go for the best possible result.
Yeah, so yeah, this long formation lap coming in, it's going to be a good couple of minutes. We've got a few people. There's a bit of a gap between Dan, Robbo and Robin. That's all coming. It's quite, in fact, it is quite a big, substantial 2.8 seconds, 3.2 seconds between Robin and Dan Robbo. But he's coming back up, coming to the back of that queue now. So yeah, we're going to be, I think this is, looking at the times from Quali, I think this is going to be a really good race in terms of battles. This track, with the amount of tow you can get, it always does encourage good racing.
Yeah, especially slipstream. It's going to be interesting what wings everyone is running. I think the guys who are running really low wings, they can do a really good job in overtaking, especially on the Camel Straight, of course. It's going to be interesting to see how much time they will lose in Sector 2, and sort of Sector 3 as well, but especially Sector 2. But I think running a lower downforce setup really helps run this track. Well, yeah, we've got to wait and see. We're going to see it on lap 1 already, because we can see some guys flying over Camel Straight, as Ricky's already there. Everyone is still lining up, but we're gonna prepare for a Dutch start of the race. Gaan we dan in het Nederlands. Oh, dit voelt toch raar, jongens. Iedereen gaat zich klaarmaken voor de start. Dit voelt gewoon heel raar. Het is zo raar om dit te doen. Maar we gaan starten. Iedereen is klaar op de grid. En we wachten nu voor 5 rode lichten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rode lichten. En ze zijn uit en away we go. En het is een hele goede start van Ricky. Weet hij de binnenkant te behouden? Ja, dat weet hij. Oh, Arbar gaat de binnenkant pakken. Ja, Arbar in de slipstream van Vermeer. En Wijzeboy, die probeert natuurlijk meteen terug te komen. Het gaat interessant zijn om te kijken of Wijzeboy er voorbij kan komen. Oeh, je zag Wijzeboy met een glijdende achterkant. Maar nu het is goed. Even kijken hoor, Vermeer in de slipstream. Aan de binnenkant gaat hij ervoor. Laat remmen. Ricky sluit de deur. En Vermeer moet in tweede plaats blijven. Let's see, dan Robbo. P5, Robin is een plaatsje verloren. P6 nu. Ging voor de inhaalactie, maar Dan Robbo wist het te verdedigen. Even kijken hoor. Iedereen is vrijwel goed door de eerste paar bochten heen gekomen. Ja. En we hebben Dan op de mediums. Oh, ja, die zit op P9. Lekker man. Even kijken door Poon. Alles goed. Ja hoor, dat gaat prima. Even kijken, Dan Robbo. Die zit op de staart van Wijsjeboy. En Arbar is aan het kijken of hij voorbij Vermeer kan. Ja, dat gaat op deze manier niet lukken. Sector 3. Ja, dat is gewoon niet in te halen. Ik denk dat het beter is voor Arbar om nou gewoon te wachten. Wachten tot het rechte stuk of Camel Straight. Even kijken hoor, Wijsjeboy. Oh, Robin. Robin en Gingernia. Robin aan de buitenkant. Dat wordt de binnenkant. Even kijken. Oh, please, raak elkaar niet aan. Slaat elkaar ruimte, respect. En that's lap 1 done. En Lewis, wie denk je dat er gaat winnen?
See, I did Dutch all last week, so I'm now fluent in Dutch. So I know exactly what you said there in that first lap. And I think, at the moment, I can't tell who's going to win this race because at the moment, oh no, I'll tell you who isn't. Arbar. Arbar's not going to win this race because he just lost the rear end. He's the first one on the casualty as Mitch is down the inside of Ginger Ninja. But yeah, to answer your question in English, because well, we're speaking English now. But yeah, I think at the moment Ricky and Varum, I think well, Ricky's got the track position at the moment, but it's so close. I mean, Ricky, maybe he'll have the consistency, but I think it's going to be between him and Varamir. Them two have, I think, that extra bit of pace. It's going to be between the two Welsh drivers today. Mitch has made some places at the start, had to battle hard, and he's got ahead of Ginger Ninja. And Mitch, always the guy that has that racecraft, much, yeah, it gives him a advantage in the race over his quali. I think it's going to look for that top 5 spot.
Oh, Ricky almost hit the wall there on the outside. You know what the thing was? Just a little comeback at my Dutch commentary. I was still struggling for words as well in Dutch because I was not used to it. I wanted to speak in English really. It was so weird. It was, yeah, I just can't explain it. It felt really weird to do it in Dutch, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I think every Dutch person in the chat enjoyed it as well, so that's gonna be lovely. But now back to the race. Yeah, Ricky and Vermeer, they stay close to each other. Wijsboy now because Arbar crashed at a Rouge, Rodion actually. He's now up to P3, and those racing points, they look really first to get past Ricky. Let's see if Vermeer can do it now. DRS is enabled, but I think Wijsboy is closer to Vermeer than Vermeer to Ricky.
Yeah, those two have really picked up the pace, and the three of them are getting away, but Varamir now has DRS. So this is the difference. He's got the speed, he's going to go down the inside, but Ricky will just...
Ricky will defend, and Robin got past, then Robbo. And that's Robin up to P4, and it is, for now, home Grand Prix as well. Next year we definitely got a home Grand Prix, but for now, this is his home Grand Prix, and he's up to P4, so really good job from the Dutchman.
Yeah, so far so good. By the way, I found the Dutch is actually, you can pretty much get most, like, there are some words you probably, I suppose some of the words are so similar to English. Oh, Varamir goes a little bit wide in Puon. There's some similarities, like you can definitely like sort of get what word is what, but yeah.
Oh, I think IMAX crashed.
No!
Yeah, IMAX lost to that Puon. He definitely touched the curb. This is, yeah, this is touching the curb.
It's so,
and
yeah.
That's his race over, yeah.
I saw him doing that in quali as well, and you always got to be you've got to be so careful with that. So yeah, it's unfortunately IMAX. Oh, there's yellow in sector 2 again. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's him again. He spawned because his rear tires will be burning right now. We can't see fire in this game, but if we could, they would definitely be on fire.
Well, Ricky's pulled away, and in fact, the top 4, Robin has come back. to White
And
Boy
Robin's got
Varamir.
incredible pace. Yeah, he closed up the gap. Like last lap it was 1.4 seconds, now it's 5 tenths. And he
Done
just
the
brought
fast lap.
two groups together. And now it's one big group from 7 drivers. And then we've got a little bit of a gap to Dan. So he will be hoping for those guys to pedal, because he on the medium tires is gonna do a brilliant job if he can catch up to those guys.
Yeah, Robin is just at a time that is almost a second quicker than Ricky. 1:47.7. He's the only driver in the 1:47s. Obviously, he had DRS last lap, but so did a lot of people. So Robin really with a lot of pace at the moment, and is looking to challenge the leaders.
He is at the moment, yeah. Wijseboy is under big pressure, and he was 1 second behind Vermeer, and now he's closed back into the DRS window. All of these guys are so close together, and this is gonna be lovely. They're all inside of P1 still. This is gonna bring us some very enjoyable racing, as we have Mitch going wide, coming out of Pool, but it's all fine. A little bit of a moment there, but it's all good. And Robin, he needs to put the pressure on Wijseboy, as we got yellow in sector 2.
Don't know who that is.
I think it's Stonewall Seth, he's got wing damage. Yeah, Robin, his teammate, is struggling. He's got no left side of his front wing, so he probably did what IMAX did last lap and hit the wall during Pool.
Robin!
Oh, Robin!
Robin's lost it!
No way!
In the most oddest place as well. Unreal.
He did a Kimi Raikkonen.
Yeah, but it's not wet. He's done it in the dry, and that is a
Yeah.
big blow, because he was so quick, and now he's going to have to go onto hards for the rest of the race. And with the wing
Yeah,
change.
it's a good. Yeah, that's his savior, that he can put on the hards and just continue on till the end of the lap. Race, sorry. Yeah, that saved him a little bit. Oh, he's going on mediums.
Oh.
Can he make those mediums till the end?
I mean, it's going to be tough. We're just on lap
16
5.
laps.
I
Oh,
think
and his teammate is in as well. Oh, that's so unlucky. Like, his teammate is putting on the hard tires, but this crew is not ready. And he's got to do a front wing change as well, so he's gonna lose out on a lot of time. But he puts on the hard tires. So that's an interesting strategy call by Robin to put on the medium tires, but I can see him making on the medium tires. It's not definitely not impossible, but it's gonna be a very hard job.
Yeah, this track can bite you, but I can't. I don't know how you lose it around that corner. The only thing I can think of is he hit the inside curb, clipped the inside curb, and it forced the rear end to rotate.
Yeah, Wijseboy is 1.2 seconds behind, so maybe he wanted to go down the inside of Wijseboy, or they went side by side. And
Possibly.
that's why Robin touched the curb and lost it. I think it's something like that, because otherwise Wijseboy would have been within a second, I think, because Mitch hasn't closed up to Wijseboy extremely, so I think something must have happened between Wijseboy and Robin. I think so.
Well, Mitch has passed Dan Robbo. In fact, Dan Robbo now has lost the place to Ginger Ninja as well. Ginger Ninja down the inside at the bus stop. So, but Dan Robbo will have a chance to fight back. He has DRS down this straight, and I think Varamir is going to challenge Ricky here. They are much closer as Ginger Ninja is able to defend, but he runs a bit deep.
Oh, then Robbo with the switchback.
Yeah, switchback, final switchback of the year.
Yeah, it's last season switchback.
Raikkonen Alonso. Oh, they're side by side up the hill. Oh, how they almost don't make contact. Meanwhile, Varamir is taking the lead.
Oh yeah, of course he's gonna take the lead when we got a battle as well. Oh yeah, great job by Varamir, the two Welshmen.
They're still battling. Ginger Ninja takes the place back. Oh, they make a bit of contact. But they're alright. They live to fight another day.
We got some big flashbacks. We got Alonso and Webber. We got a Raikkonen moment from Robin. This is insane stuff.
Yeah, the good battling. They lost a bit of time, both of them, but fair play. They're sticking it round too wide at the first part. Well, going through a Rouge and a Radion going a bit off, but they were still side by side when they were going on the Camel Straight. Oh.
Yeah, but it's the last race. Who cares? Losing time doesn't matter. We just want battles.
Yeah. We want
they
5.
won as well, probably. Oh, Ginger Ninja, he hit the curb, almost lost it. He kept it on track. But then Robo is definitely gonna look to get past him, although he got a terrible, terrible apex going through that turn and he lost a lot of time. So we need to focus back on Vermeer and Ricky because they're still really close together, and this is the fight for the lead of the race.
Yeah, Ricky will not give up without a fight. He's crafty. He's a crafty driver, very smart in this field. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he. I mean, if I was Varabit, I'd let Ricky through and just retake him down the straight, down Kemmel Straight, because Ricky's definitely going to get past him again down Kemmel. Meanwhile, Mitch as well. Mitch could find a way through. He lost a bit of time in the first corner. Varamir gets the 3-second penalty, so that could be crucial. And look at this, Varamir.
Crucial indeed, but Ricky's not joining at all. He's putting it in ERS mode 0, so he's just saving his ERS. I think he burned a lot when he was in the lead, but Varamir is doing the exact same. So this is the chance for Wisey Boy to close up to these guys, although Wisey Boy is in ERS mode 1 as well, and he's got 10% of his ERS left, so he really needs to save. Compared to Mitch got 50% left of his ERS, so Mitch is doing a good job to save it, but Wisey Boy, he gained 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths on Sector 1 just by running it in the higher ERS mode, so they're definitely catching up again, and it will be lovely to have a 4-man battle for the lead.
Yeah, they're all coming back in. This could be brilliant. I think towards obviously the pit stops is going to be the next crucial phase of this Grand Prix. When people decide to pit, how effective is the undercut? And I can imagine the undercut being quite effective once these soft tyres wear out. Where are we looking pit window wise for this race? Was it like lap 11, lap 12 on the soft?
No, I think it's gonna be earlier because Ricky's going down the inside on the bus stop and he makes the move stick and he's coming in. Yeah, I just wanted to say I think it's sort of this time now where you want to go onto the medium tires because it's almost halfway through the race and it's an easy soft to medium, so people want to be stopping now. Ricky's in, so he's going for the undercut, but it's gonna be interesting between two Racing Point drivers what they're gonna do because they can't stop both on the same lap, so one has to do another lap after this one, and I think with Vermeer being in the lead, he's got like first choice of when he wants to pit, and if he's smart, he's gonna pit the next lap to reduce the amount of time Ricky's gonna gain with the undercut.
Yeah, Ginger Ninja has also pitted, and they come out to clear traffic. So Ricky is 6 seconds behind Matty Robbo, so no such issues. Now, yeah, it all depends. Those mediums are going to be fresh, but how effective are they? So let's put the gap onto leader. So Ricky is currently 17.5 seconds behind the race leader Varamir, and let's see if that closes in at all. So I'm sure Wisey Boy ran a bit deep there. I'm sure Varamir is now going to be using all the ERS possible, and at the moment the gap isn't closing. He gets the rear end a bit out. Did that lose him any time? At the moment, it hasn't really lost him much time. Ricky is not being able to respond here, and actually there is no undercut as yet. So maybe with those tyres, it's very little at the moment. Obviously, it's going to be close because Ricky did just get ahead of Varamir, and now he's starting to gain a few tenths now. So I think if you're Varamir, you go to pit, which he does. So it's all about how good you are in this pit entry. Yeah, Ricky's taking half a second out now, but that is probably because obviously Force India's already pitted. Mitch pits as well, and so too does Dan Robbo. So here we go.
Let's see, Mitch is not gonna hold up. Vermeer, nope, he isn't. Let's go for Vermeer. Vermeer's out, and Ricky is coming onto the straight.
So
yeah, he got past. That's a big undercut.
It's probably about a second and a half, I reckon. If that, it's not the end of the world. If Varamir has the pace, he has 1 lap fresher tyres. It can, this race is not over. But yeah, the undercut definitely helped Ricky there, but not massively. It's we've still got these two battling it out.
Yeah, but I think Wiseboy is gonna be the one who's gonna lose at the most,
Yeah.
because the difference now is 14 and 15 seconds. So yeah, he will be like 4 or 5 seconds down compared to Ricky and Vermeer. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the lap fresher tires can do. And how fast Vermeer is really, because we've only seen him being either within a second of Ricky or in front of Ricky, and not we didn't see him struggling to get back into that 1 second window. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can pull that one off, get back into the DRS section, and then get past him again. But for now, he's not gaining any time. Still 1.4, 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, they both were very similar. It is crucial that Ricky is out of that DRS zone. If he can keep that pace up, which he has always been very good in the races for being consistently quick. But it's all how, pinning that lap earlier, is it going to be a little bit more of a struggle for him on tyres towards the end of the race? As Wisey Boy now pits. So Dan is taking the lead of the race on his medium tyres. He's going to be charging through the field in the second half of this race. It'll be interesting to see how far he progresses. So Varamir gets through. Mitch is going to get through as well. So Mitch inherits what will be P3. But will
Look at Sophie.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's still on the soft tires, but she's trying to get the lead. But yeah, Dennis tires will be much better now, as he almost lost it on the curb. But Sophie's doing a brilliant job on soft tires. Like, it's not helping her at all, because she's losing time to the guys on the medium tires. But from now on, she is fighting for the lead of the race. And Dan is going to be enjoying this one, being in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how Sophie ended up being behind Dan, despite being on the soft tyres. But yeah, I don't quite get that. Dan has got a green toolbox button, so surely won't be pitting now though on mediums. Oh, yellows in sector 1.
We got yellow. It's Thomas Seth.
Yeah, he's somehow.
And he lost it at Rodion.
Yeah.
Somehow he's the other way around. But he saved it.
He's trying not to come across the track in front of the leaders. He
Yeah,
has got wing damage though.
He's imagining like he's driving a bus or something, by the way he's turning, but he's fine.
He's
we've got to wait to see if he's got any front wing damage. I can imagine that he has, but we don't know. For now, yeah, he's got wing damage, right hand side damage again, which is very unfortunate for his race. But yeah, he's having a very bad end of the season, so he's got something to do next season to make up for it. And Mitch, like we see every single race, he's quick on the medium tire.
Yeah, his driving style suits the harder compound tyres, and he's 2 seconds behind Varamir at the moment, but he has got Wisey Boy close in as well. Wisey Boy is only 4/10 behind, and Varamir is now in DRS. Yeah, Varamir is able to take a huge chunk of
DRS,
time.
and Wisey Boy is gonna get around the outside of Mitch, and that's moved on. There's Wisey Boy up to P6, and they're both gonna close down the gap to Varamir, who is indeed within a second.
Yeah, Varamir looking really quick. Now he's comfortable, got used to the medium tyre and what grip it gives him. He is starting to take massive chunks out of Ricky's times. As I'm surprised Sophie's gone on so long on the soft tyre, because she has to go on the medium anyway. But it is what it is. We are now at the halfway point of the race, lap 11 of 22. And Dan will probably be pitting in the next couple of laps as well. But he's almost...
Yeah, he'll probably be waiting like 1, 2, maybe even 3 more laps, just to have the very fresh soft tires. But yeah, he will be coming in very shortly, definitely, as IMAX picks up 3 seconds. Ricky pulled away though.
Yeah.
On Vermeer. 1.3 seconds now is the gap. Vermeer was saving ERS, Ricky wasn't. And now he is outside of DRS again.
Yep, as Sophie finally pits, and Wisey Boy sets a new fastest lap, 1:47.4. as we got Robin's teammate Stonewall Seth allowing the leaders through. Nicely
Good job.
done.
Didn't get in the way. Now we're gonna see. Let's see if Mitch can do the overtake on Wiseboy again. If Wiseboy is smart, he's not gonna battle this too hard.
Oh!
Wow, the outside on the grass. He's doing like what Albon was doing this season on the grass. Makes the overtake on the Camel Straight, and that's Mitch back up to P5.
Nicely done. Those two are just helping each other out, really, with the DRS.
Yep. Definitely, they're playing it really smart, and they gain. Let's see, 6 tenths, 7 tenths on the last lap. So they're definitely doing a really good job. And Ricky is stuck behind Matty Robbo.
Oh, this could help. This could help out Varamir a little bit. With Matty Robbo being on that medium tyre, yellow sector 2.
Oh, it's no.
It's Stonewall Seth again.
Yeah.
And lost another wing. He's on his 3rd wing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, this has been a terrible race of Stonewall Seth, unfortunately.
Like, who had this as well? There was someone else, I think it was at Russia, who had such a terrible race like Stonewall Seth is having right now. Like, he had to come in like 4 or 5 times as well. I think it was at Russia. If someone in chat knows what I'm talking about, please say it. Like, there was someone else having such a bad race as well, where you had to like pit 4 or 5 times. But now go back to the action because I see Ricky is really close to Matty Robbo. 2 tenths now, he's gonna get past very easily, I think.
Yeah. And Varamir, I think, has just been saving ERS. As Matty Robbo, fair play to him, he is trying to defend, but with that DRS and the fresher tyres, he has no chance. And Mitch has actually been able to pull away from Whitey Boy, but Varamir, Stonewall Steph has retired. So I guess he went into the pits.
Fair play to him. If it was on purpose or not, we haven't seen it. We're just gonna leave him off, I think, because he already had a terrible race.
Yeah, you can't having a hat trick for all the wrong reasons of front wing changes. I think you got nothing else to fight for really. So understandable, but
it didn't cause a safety car or anything else, so it's all fine. Would have been interesting though if it caused a safety car, because then would have been right into the fight if the safety car came out. But yeah, it didn't, and he's probably looking to get on those soft tires.
That's it. So I mean, Dan is at the moment. If we look at his gap, so he's going to be coming out around P9th. Just behind Sophie. He's got a bit of time to gain if he wants to pass the other guys, as Matty Robbo and Varamir are battling out for position. This is helping Ricky's cause even further. And I think Varamir, it's one of those, you don't really want to make the move into turn 1 because you then have the issue of Matty Robbo trying to get back past him.
Yeah, he's playing it smart, saving ERS. But this allowed Ricky to pull away. 1.4 seconds now is the gap. Ooh, Matty Robbo is struggling coming up to a Rouge. And this is an easy overtake for Varamir. And Wiseboy is within a second as well. Oh, but never mind, he's not close enough. He's got DRS. Well, Mitch is doing a really solid job of closing in on Varamir, but he's gonna be stuck behind Matty Robbo as well if Matty Robbo is not gonna come into the pits on this lap. But Varamir got past. 1.5 seconds now is the gap to Ricky, and it's gonna be interesting with 7 laps to go if Varamir can get past. 7 laps. Did I say 7 laps? Yeah, I said 7 laps, right?
Yeah.
It's 8.
It's 8 laps. Yeah, sorry.
My mess are not my strongest point.
Mitch, get a little back end kicking out, a little dance here and poo on. He's pushing. They're all pushing hard here, flat out to the limit, trying to catch each other back up again after those pit stops. But crucially, we've got to remember Varamir has 3 seconds penalties. Ricky does not. Mitch does not, and I believe Wisey Boy doesn't have 3 seconds either. So at this rate, Varamir is under threat of not even getting on the podium because of that one error earlier in the race. And Dan is finally pitted, and so too is Matty Robbo. So.
Oh, Vermeer is the fastest lap.
Oh, yeah, he's used a bit of
He's
ERS.
pushing.
Yeah. Thing is, ERS is so crucial here, but it's so hard to save the ERS around here because of how much you are on the throttle. There's not many heavy braking zones to really charge up that battery.
When you have to brake for a corner, it's just lifting off really, like you do at Pouon, like you do at the end of Sector 2. Yeah, it's not really a heavy braking, so this one, and you got it after the chicane, like you got it here, you got it at the bus stop. But that's almost it really. So yeah, really hard to save ERS.
Dan will be kicking himself. He just comes out of the pits, cuts the radio on a bit and gets 3-second penalty. So making his life even harder. He's going to have to be doing some overtaking if he wants to finish. I think realistically he has every chance of getting, I think, P6. But I think he'll struggle. Well, actually, P5. P5 is on because Ginger Ninja and Danny Robbo are still battling it out for P5. And in that DRS zone. Varamir is in DRS zone as well. He's 9/10. Well, I'll say that. He's a second now, but he is getting there very close, and Mitch is falling away.
Yeah, the strategy of Ricky is running overtake mode on the back straight to make sure he pulls away enough to make sure Vermeer is not within a second, but I think it's not gonna work now. As I see a little bit of smoke coming out of the Ferrari as well. Do you have it on your screen as well, or is it just me?
On the Ferrari?
Yeah. The Racing Point is okay for me, but the Ferrari has a little bit of smoke coming out of it.
Do you reckon it's overheating?
Yeah, maybe Ricky's overheating his engine and that can hurt the power of it. So he probably won't have as much of top speed as Vermeer has. Let's see, 316, 17. And what Ricky's
got
doing,
no ERS.
315. Yeah, Ricky's got no ERS because he's all burning it on the back straight. And Vermeer is burning on the camel straight and he's saving a lot in Sector 2 and Sector 3. And Ricky's just burning it all off in Sector 3.
Yeah, get out of that DRS zone for the first sector. But yeah, Ricky... Yeah, the gap... Yeah, both of them are harvesting right now. In fact, Varamir's going for it. Varamir's gone on to a higher ERS mode. In fact, he's going all out for it just to try and get in that DRS zone at this point. Trying to be strategic, trying to find the optimum usage for that hybrid system. So yeah, Ricky now uses as much as he can get away with, whilst Varamir is on medium right now.
Yeah, they're at the same level. They're both at like 20%. Like Ricky's got a little bit less, but he's burning it now. You can see it in the times as well. You get 2/10.
I see the smoke now in the Force India, in the Racing Point. Yeah.
Oh, you see it at the Racing Point? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I saw that at Ferrari. Well, they're both just probably struggling and both overheating their engines probably. So hopefully for them it won't hurt the engine too much.
Can you get engine
on 30% and Ricky 20%. Sorry?
Can you get engine blow-ups in this game?
I don't think blow-ups, but definitely less power if you're overheating. So yeah, definitely at this track. This is a track where you don't want less power, I can tell you that one.
Yeah,
especially not at this part of the track. Camel straight coming up, Vermeer still not within DRS. Ricky's doing a really solid job, to be fair, of keeping Vermeer out of his DRS zone. Because it's still 1 second.
Yeah, Mitch just doesn't quite have the edge. Dan Robbo's made a move, but Ginger Ninja, well, looked for the move, but Ginger Ninja had the inside line. And look at this, Dan's already caught up on the back of them massively. He's took huge chunks out of the battle. So P5 is definitely on. I don't think he's going to be able to have enough laps to catch Wisey Boy. But Dan Robbo looking on course for a good result here with a P5.
And
If
then
he,
Robo is feeling the pressure of them behind him on the soft tire, so he wants to get past Engineer as well, but these guys are betting for almost the whole race, so that's definitely not going to be an easy task. And like I said at the qualifying, Engineer is a master at defending, so good luck for that one, then Robo, to get past Engineer, especially this part of the track.
absolutely. But Dan will get better traction out of the last turn and the first corner to get a good run on those guys. Dan has got a load of ERS as well, so he has definitely got the power advantage as well as the grip advantage as we head towards the bus stop. Oh, it's well, one going to the left, one going to the right. Ginger Ninja defending in the centre, and Varamir is now in that DRS zone, so Varamir will be making inroads down that Kemmel straight. Oh, Dan Robert almost hit in the back. Oh, Ricardo!
3 seconds as well. It's an equal game now. It's an equal game.
And look at this down the straight. The DRS zone has changed everything now, because it allows Varamir to use no ERS, but still massively catch up on those guys. But
and now the battle is on for P5.
Yeah.
Then Robo on the outside. IMAX retired. Almost 3 wide.
Oh!
Then Robo going for the inside.
They're still there side by side. This is a good chance for Dan to take advantage. Here we go. Down the inside, they're still side by side. Unreal, but Dan Roberts held it on the outside. No, he hasn't quite got there. And that means, I think, it's going to be a finish off being a good battle here for P5. Dan is not going to be able to catch up Wisey Boy. There's just too much of a gap. But we've got a good battle for P5 and the race
Sophie
victory.
closed up as well.
Yeah, yeah. So Sophie looking good on those medium tyres. But yeah, Dan just can't find a way past at the moment. And he wants to pass because those softs each lap are going to lose out. And Dan Robbo, is he letting him through? He might be letting Dan through. Fair play. So Dan has a clear run. If he can catch up, he can get a good run down the Kemmel straight with that extra grip he's got on those 3 lap old softs.
Let's see Varamir now. He's really close to Ricky. Is he gonna do it on this lap? Lap 19 of 22. Ricky struggling up on a Rouge. And now it's time for Varamir to get past. DRS open, ERS mode 4. Closing down the inside. And it's moved on. And that's Varamir up to P1. He's taken the lead from Ricky. And that's a new race leader for now with 3 laps to go.
And Dan has got past Ginger Ninja.
Yep, easy move for Dan. I don't know why Dan Robo let Dan through. Because, yeah, he just lost out on it. He's not close to Ginger Ninja and he just gave a position to Dan, really. I don't get that one.
Maybe
like,
they're in the party chat.
And Dan will be happy. Yeah, maybe they're both together. Like then he will be happy about it. It's really confusing, by the way, that there are 2 Dans. But yeah, then Robo will be... yeah. Dan will be happy about it, and then Robo will be kicking himself for doing it. But for now, he's back up.
Well, he's right behind
the back
Ninja.
of, yeah, he's already closed up, so won't hurt him too much as he picks up 3 seconds. As Ninja lost it almost as well. Sophie is trying to enjoy this battle as well.
Yeah, Varamir's almost out of the DRS zone, but not quite. He's had a good lap whilst being efficient with his DRS. Meanwhile, Ricky isn't. Ricky's is on 11%. So even with Ricky getting DRS, he's got no real power to respond to, whilst Varamir now is up to 40%. So he can use high all the way up the Kemmel straight. So it's not going to be a problem for him. Ricky is going to struggle. He's going to give it all, but he's just got no power. And now Ricky's low on fuel. So Ricky's going to have to run in lean very soon. With 3 to go. Meanwhile, Ginger Ninja, how is those tyres doing? He's struggling. Oh, Sophie gets a bit wide and she gets a penalty. Here we go. Again, Dan Robbo down the inside. Oh, terrible. What's happened? And he's done it finally. He's got past Ginger Ninja onto P6.
Good move. Onto P6, and Sophie is looking really feisty at the back. She wants to get past as well on her last race for corners of speed. But then Robo finally got past, and is he able to pull away now from Ginginia, or will Ginginia stay within that 1 second, try to get back next lap?
I think Ginger Ninja's tyres are going. He can't. He has done them a lap. He pitted the same lap as Ricky, remember? And I think Ricky's having the same issues. Those guys are starting to feel, the ones who pitted early, they had the advantage of the undercut, but they just can't respond now. And Ricky's got no ERS. Like, Varamir has so much more ERS left. Ricky has just got none, essentially. So he's not going to be able to get the same power benefits. And on top of that, Ricky is very fine line on fuel, so he can't run rich for that long. If he does, as we got 2 to go.
Rob and Ginginia are fighting, and he picked up a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, which is probably a very harsh penalty. But for now, he's got it, and he needs to fight with it. Oh, these guys are gonna go for it. And Sophie, excuse me. Yeah, then Robbo, they're both on the same level of ERS. And Sophie, she got a lot of ERS left, so maybe you can make a double overtake. Let's see, going on board with her. We're gonna have the perfect view. As Ginginia is gonna go for a move, then Robbo defends the outside. Ginginia is gonna go for the inside.
That's strange. Oh, they make. Oh, there's a bit of glitch. Are they making contact
Great
or not? Oh, I gotta love it. Oh, well, I don't think there was any contact, mate. Oh, in fact, there might have been, because Dan Robbo's got front wing damage. Dan Robbo's got front wing damage on his right-hand corner. So maybe, I don't know if that happened right there or earlier in the lap, but Dan Robbo's going to really struggle now to hold those 2 Mercedes behind him with just 1.5 laps left to go. But we need to pay our attention to the race lead, I think, because he's got no ERS, Ricky. If Ricky can get ahead of Varamir at the end, fair play, because he's literally on 3% and he's on the cusp of running out of fuel. And Varamir has got, meanwhile, 40%. So Varamir can, on this last lap, just go for it with maximum overtake down the straight.
Yeah.
Whilst Ricky is at 30%. Ricky is definitely closer, though. This is going to be his best chance, but he's just got no ERS left. And he's going to try... What he's going to have to do is go rich, but then go lean. This is his last chance. And he's 6/10 down. Varamir is on overtake, which he can use, and Ricky is on no ERS. He's got no ERS left, so he's not going to be able to get any inroads, even with the DRS. And I think that could be it. And he's cutting corners as well. So let's go back to the straight then. So Dan Robbo, is he going to be able to hold on? He's got a bit less drag now with that front wing damage. No ERS left, and here comes Ginger Ninja around the outside. Dan Robbo goes deep.
But he defends. Brilliant stuff from Dan Robbo. Great defending. And he's showing a man who defends really well what defending looks like. And now Sophie is the one who's trying to get past Ginginia.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle all the way to the bus stop, I think. Brilliant stuff from these guys all race long. And Dan, look at this. Dan, it's a shame he ran out of laps, but he's 2.2 behind. But here we go. We're onto the back straight. Varamir should have it all good because Ricky has just got no ERS left.
Oh, Sophie got past Ginginia. Oh, she's going to go for a move on that Robo as well. No way. Ginginia going to go for a move around the outside of them Robo, so he lost out 2 places on 1 corner.
But
and
meanwhile,
now his brother is right behind him as well.
Ricardo gets 5-second penalty. So he's going to drop down here as wins for Varamir. Brilliant win. Ricky gets a 5-second penalty at the end, which allows Mitch to go into P2. Wisey Boy will be 4th though still, ahead of Dan.
Oh, we're going to see a brilliant Dan Robbo going
oh my God!
Inside.
They're all everywhere. The Robbos are at it, but they just run out. Matty Robbo just runs out. of time in the end. Another lap, and he probably would have got that P6. But
A typical tier 2 finish, and this just sums up. This last lap sums up the whole season of tier 2.
Brilliant.
Incredible stuff. Enjoying till the last second. And a really, really good podium. Strange to not see the finish flag up there, like we're used to on this game. He is in the chat though, so GG to Matrix. But yeah, Vermeer with a really good race, really solid performance. Ricky took the pole. Vermeer and P2, those guys battled for 22 laps really. And Vermeer at the end won the battle. And I think he won it because he could manage his ERS really well. That was a really crucial point, I think. And we're
Yeah,
definitely gonna point that one out during the interviews of why Ricky was struggling that much.
So in the end, Mitch only 1.6 seconds. Obviously, he was the only one that didn't have a penalty. So Mitch almost got victory, but it's a P2, a good result for him to end on.
Yeah, really good one.
To finish his tier 2 campaign, because he moves up to tier 1 next season. But Varamir, that's his first win, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matrix said it as well. Vermeer first win of this season, question mark. So I think this is Vermeer's first win. Yeah.
Welcome to the
I
win circle.
remember him winning.
Yeah. Ricky third, Wisey Boy fourth, Dan, good recovery, and Dan, I believe, doesn't even get fastest lap. Fastest lap goes to Varamir. Such was his pace, 46.3 on mediums. F1 Sophie in 6th, Robin in 7th, Matty Robbo 8th, Ginger Ninja 9th in the end, Dan Robbo 10th, Mags 11th, Stonewall Seth, and Arbar the 3 DNFs. So, yeah.
Waiting for the guys now to join the commentary box for the last interview session of season 3. Then it's gonna be the end of Cancel Speed for the next 2 weeks, really. Yeah.
That's it. 2-week break.
Let's see. Ricky join, Vermeer join. That's waiting for Mitch, and he joined as well. Yeah, guys, you know the standards. Make sure your audio is unallowed to be shared, and then we can start with the interviews very shortly. So, starting with Ricky, you finished P3 on penalties to finish P2 on track. You had a lovely battle with Vermeer, but unfortunately I think it was your ERS management and your fuel which really hurt you at the end of the stint. Yeah, just tell us about it. Were you really under fueled or really low on fuel at the start of the race already, or did you just burn a lot during the first and the beginning of the second stint?
Yeah, I burnt a lot of fuel in the first stint, probably more than I should have. Yeah, and then I had to use my ERS a bit more than I wanted to, and yeah, it just deteriorated. And yeah, I didn't really get away from Varamir. I thought that with Matty Robbo there, I could maybe get away a little bit, but he seemed to pass him at a good spot. Yeah. Apart from that, really, it was fairly close, yeah.
Yeah, you took pole position to start the Belgian Grand Prix. Did you expect to take pole position, or was it just a big surprise for you to take pole from Vermeer?
No, I expected pole.
Yeah, that's some big Ricky balls there. Well, yeah, congratulations. Looking back at your season, we all know, unfortunately for you, you lost out on your teammate Matrix for the championship win. Looking back at this season, are you happy overall with the result, or do you think there was a lot more in it?
Yeah, I don't think I can have too many grunts, because I think Matrix has surpassed a lot of people's pace, and I don't think many people could keep up with him. Even in tier 1, I don't think there'll be many to keep up with him. But yeah, I really enjoyed the battle, and it was a pleasure having him as a teammate.
Really kind words, and yeah, unfortunately you're not gonna join us for season 4. You're gonna choose your own thing. Hopefully you can join back. But for now, I wish you all the best for the future, and hopefully we're gonna see you on track again in the next couple of seasons. Then going on to our P2, Mitch, P3 on track, but again, really good on penalties, picked up no penalties this race, which, well, isn't that easy to do on this track, so really well done. Did you expect anything more from this race, or was P2 just the maximum you could get today?
To be fair, I didn't think I was gonna finish this race. I mean, if I'm gonna be straightforward, I haven't really done Belgium running other than today, and yeah, I don't know. Apparently, the track feels ridiculous in time trial, and it feels absolutely fine in a regular race, so that's good.
Yeah, that's at least something positive. Yeah, just the same question for you. Looking back at last season, are you happy about what you did during these 21 races, I think? Or did you expect a lot more from this one?
No, I mean, this season's been a joy for me. I've learned a lot. I think I can be happy with finishing third. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have high expectations going in. I wanted to be top 5, top 6. But I knew, at least on the older game, in 2018, towards the back end of that, I had the pace to run up front. So I think that helped kind of a lot of my positioning. And then I think just staying clear of trouble has really helped me this year.
Yeah, I think so. You did a really good job staying out of trouble. Yeah, we're gonna see you back next season in Tier 1. You're gonna join me in the chaos that's gonna be up there. So I wish you all the best, and hopefully we can have some brilliant battles in next season.
Hopefully.
So coming on to our race winner, and if I'm not mistaken, your first win in Condensal Speed Tier 2. Yeah, really well done, man. Congratulations on your P1. Unfortunately, Ricky took your pole position, but you were let down by that one, and you took the win. Yeah, just tell us about your race, because your fuel and ERS management was just superb today, and I think it won you this race.
Yeah, it was a great race. I'm definitely slower in league racing because of especially because I think it's my first win. I just get a bit nervous. I know as stupid as that sounds, but I was making mistakes that I wouldn't normally make, and it either let Ricky catch up or let Ricky get away a little bit and put a bit more pressure on. But other than that, it was a brilliant race, and I'm really glad Ricky was there to be able to battle with, because he's always great to race wheel to wheel with, and he's quite funny, you know. He does make me laugh when some of the things he says and does, but it was a great race. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, really well done. For next season, you're gonna be in Tier 2. Do you expect to fight for the championship, because you had a really strong end of the season? You looked really strong. If you can keep up this form, do you think you're gonna fight for the championship next season?
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal. I think it took me a while to get to grips with the new game, and then I took off a few more assists. So now I'm pretty well. All I'm running now is just the ABS. So I think I should be challenging for the title next season. That's the goal anyway.
That's the goal, and hopefully for you, you're gonna achieve it. So yeah, really well done. Congratulations on your first win. I know the feeling; it feels really great. So enjoy that one, and hopefully we're gonna see you back next season. And hopefully for you, you're gonna have a very strong season as well.
Thank you.
So that's it for me and Lewis here in Tier 2. Because it's Lewis's last commentary for so far in Tier 2, I'm gonna let him end off the stream. I want to say very big thank you for joining me every single race. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, you're gonna
likewise. Yeah, it's been a brilliant season to commentate. Thank you very much, Thomas, for it was the last season, the previous season, where you asked me to help to join in, and yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, ever since the first time we got on really well. It was a tough decision to actually move to Tier 2, as you know, but Yeah, it's been a great season. We had some fantastic races this year. Mexico comes to mind, the craziness of Mexico. USA, those back-to-back races were mental. As well as earlier on this season, I can think of like Austria was a crazy race in the 2018 game. Even from the very first race in Australia, Tier 2's just been great. So yeah, well done to all you guys this season. And yeah, obviously everyone's moving up or going, but yeah, wish everyone best of luck for next season, and yeah, moving on to bigger and better things. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see everyone next season, season 4, for brand new racing in Australia. Until then, all of us back to the tent.